spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Corvallis, Reser Stadium, home of the Oregon State Beavers. As we'll see a team from the American, the North Texas Mean Green, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Beavers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Landry. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd, but more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at...
Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Off play action on first down. Under fire. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Leaves it with the running back. It's a fumble on the play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
They'll move the wide receiver. Now on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hatcher. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Under fire. Got it behind the line. It's Hatcher. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. And the Beavers are on the move. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run the option. Oh, he's got a chance. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon State.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
They go right back to it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Boley. Gets it out quickly. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
Hey, you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Hatcher. He's going to keep it. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. With jet sweep pass. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Burns. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Beamer!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. The throw to the outside is complete. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking downfield, it's Bowling. It's complete on the right side. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. North Texas really has it going on offense.
Yeah, it's nice to have guys like this on third down, on money downs that you can go to, and you know he's going to win. Hit the gas, hit the brakes, create a little bit of separation. Nice job.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Setting up the screen. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They punted away on 4th down. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. Look out, he's got room. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. He wants to throw. The pass is incomplete. Thought they might catch the defense napping, but it'll be 3rd down.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Beavers will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Hauls it in. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Dropping back, it's Bowling. Makes the grab. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Pulls it in. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
A really nice job by the quarterback putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. North Texas doing business from the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Pushes toward the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Wood. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Running into the open space. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. The Beavers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Wants to throw on third down. Catch in the middle. It's Burns. He's loose. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Oregon State.
It's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
We'll send the tight end in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
To the air, it's Bowling. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Quick pass on the jet motion. He breaks a tackle. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking down the middle. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there, and you could tell just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that.
And the returner will be knocked down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. To throw, it's Bowling. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, North Texas. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Wood. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man down the middle. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
With the catch, it's Burns. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
2nd down, he'll throw it. That's reeled in. It's Burns. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Beavers will hustle to the line. Breaks the tackle. Past the first down marker and still running. Offense in the hurry-up. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They'll run it out of the shotgun. On the move at the 30. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play call.
Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Beaver!
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's York. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw, it's Bowling. Lets it fly. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Listen, end of the first half, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get the Hail Mary.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position. They don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Quarterback on the keeper. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't.
There he goes. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape scramble and go pick up the first down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
Leaves it with the back. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Beavers are on the move. The option look. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they try to go option. QB gets tackled for a loss. Now, play caller, you got to be careful with all these QB runs. You don't want your guy taking so many hits because now you're risking injury. You got to be careful how many times you want him keeping the football.
They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The Beavers will have it 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Give to the running back.
You know, you're in the red zone. You bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The RPO, fire complete to the left. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. A 3rd and long here. They can pick up the 1st down without getting the touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. Close to the end zone, and the ball's out. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. And that ball's incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. Line of scrimmage is the 2, and they can pick up the 1st down here, but going for the touchdown here on 4th and short. A run for the quarterback. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon State.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Houston is on a tear right now. Almost reminds me of the days of the old run-and-shoot offense there at U of H. They're up by 17 over Georgia Tech. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here's the handoff. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Back to throw, it's Bowling. Got his man in the middle. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time on target. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Finds his back in the middle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Runs through the tackle. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Touch pass on the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to the air on third and short. It's brought downfield. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Beavers can really attack on this second and short. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll keep it himself. Past the 40. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Touchdown, Beaver! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. 14. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs. Breaks into the open. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
North Texas to the line with a mile and a half to go on third down. Dropping back, it's Bowling. Makes the grab. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
What a golden opportunity for this offense, scooping up the ball, and now they've got it inside the 10. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Let's it fly. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. The give to the back. Hard running there. Gets it across the 10, a pickup of 5, and out of trouble to the 12. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Beavers will send out the punt unit. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those.
Turning it on. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Bowling. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Mean Green. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Houston is ahead right now, but that's not quite Andre Ware or even David Klingler under center today. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over Georgia Tech. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big 1st down and keeps the clock moving.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Power football with the run. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Beavers will try to pin them back with the punt. Wants to bring it back. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. Gets the back moving. On the option. He'll toss it. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Trying to get outside on the jet sweep. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the thing about the jet sweep is oftentimes it gets the defense confused. They can't find the ball, but not that time. Great job of eye discipline defensively, finding who had the ball and then using their speed to get there to make a nice tackle.
Going to the running game. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
And on 4th down, they'll come up and take a knee. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking for space, it's Hatcher. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.